Hello everyone. For my entrepreneur, I'm going to be interviewing Marc Shipbaugh, the starter of Shipper Logistics. It's based out of Chicago. So I'll just start by asking kind of how you started the business, why, and just kind of your background.
I've been in transportation since I was 18 years old, whether it be driving a truck, working in a warehouse, working for a trucking company. And I just took that and moved through the progressions of the industry. So I went from driver to dispatcher to the brokerage side of the industry. And then while I was in the brokerage side, I decided to start my own business. I felt that if I could make money for other people, why couldn't I make money for myself? So Shipper Logistics is a third-party logistics company which transports all different types of freight throughout the United States via truck. So I go out and I find customers that have product. I find the trucks to haul it from point A to point B.
Okay. So what are some of the issues that you kind of confronted when starting the business, and that I guess you kind of face today?
Well, when I started the business, obviously cash flow, because you need the cash to start the business with the insurances and licensing and everything that goes along with starting a business. And then now it's still the same thing. You know, you're still trying to collect the money from the customers after you transport their goods. So a cash flow would probably be the toughest issue that I've had.
Okay. All right, so now I'm going to ask you a few questions about your business model, which we've been talking a little bit about in class. So I guess first, I mean, how do you kind of segment your customers, and what kind of channels do you use to get to your customers?
I don't limit my customers to any one specific industry. I have some, chemical broker customers. I have some industrial air filter customers. I have plastics customers. So I'm not afraid to go out there and get any kind of customer that I can get my hands on, because without the customers, there's no business. So I just try to get anybody. I talk to everybody I can. I'm, the sole salesman for the company, and so that's pretty much it.
What makes you stand out, and what kind of separates you from your competitors in the market?
Because I'm a small business, I have the personal touch with the customer to where I track their shipments from the time it's called in till the time it's delivered. So with that being said, a lot of the bigger companies, they get the freight from the customer, they put it on a truck, and they kind of forget about it until it delivers. And where I track it throughout the whole course of the shipment. So if it's going from here to California, that's 2.5 days of transit. So I follow it for 2.5 days.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, thank you for sitting down and talking to me.
My pleasure, Zach. Thank you.
It sounds like a pretty cool and interesting. So after reflecting on my interview with Mr. Shipbaugh and learning more about Shipper Logistics, there were a couple of things that really stuck out to me as they pertain to entrepreneurship. The first thing I found to be really interesting was how adapting he was to each of his customers, and how he's always looking for new customers that want different types of products shipped across the country. Another thing that I found to be pretty interesting is how he makes a personal connection with each one of his customers, which I feel like is something very important for an entrepreneur to have, and to be able to maintain a business. But I was really glad that I was able to interview him, and I feel like I learned a lot that helped me expand my knowledge within the entrepreneurship world.